There is no life I know that compares with pure imagination. Hello, everybody. It is imagination because what I'm going to cook right now. Let me introduce myself first. My name is Tupperware Pete. I'm Peter Williams. How are you going? I am going to be cooking. It does take a little bit of imagination. I'm going to be cooking a 7-minute chocolate Tim Tam cake in the Tupperware crown form, bunt form, Kugelhopf, whatever country you live in, whichever generation you're from, everybody's got their own name for this, all right? This is it's part of the Tupperware silicone cook range. Now, with the silicone, there's no latex in any of the Tupperware silicone whatsoever. It's all 100% silicone, all right? So if anyone's got a latex allergy, this is totally safe. When you do the ring test, right? You know the ring test, the pinch test, the pull test? When that does that, because it doesn't bleed white, you know that's 100% silicone and you know that that's totally safe. If you pick up another piece of silicone cookware and if you do that test, sometimes you'll see a little white go into the crease. That means those chemicals are leaching into your food. Tupperware doesn't do that whatsoever. So you know it's 100% safe, right? So what we're going to do is I'm going to grab one of the ultimate mixing bowls, right? That comes with a seal, so you can do all of your shake and bake, you know, your royal icing. You can seal that and then pop it in the fridge or leave it on the bench top. It's going to keep it nice and fresh and safe. There's a splatter guard. So that will fit onto that one there, and you can pop your double beaters into there. If you have, you know, the next size down, if you've got the next size down, that's still going to fit on there because of the concentric circles in there. There's also a little tiny one that'll fit on there as well, all right? So what we're going to do is we're not going to use that right now. We're going to use the big one. This recipe is so easy. Luckily, it's pre-recorded. Tupperware scissors. 1 bag of chocolate cake mix. I just use it's like 85 cents, 90 cents from Woolies, right? 1 bag of chocolate cake mix. In we go. I do 1 packet of instant pudding mix. Ooh, I want to keep that recipe on the back too. In we go. We might do vanilla slice another day. There's a great recipe on there for that. Then we do 2 eggs. 2 eggs. 2 eggs, pop them straight into there. And we do 1/3 cup of oil. So we grab, that's 1/4 cup. We do, here's our 1/3 cup measure of oil. I'm just using rice bran oil. You can use coconut oil, extra virgin olive oil. Oh, there's a bit of eggshell in there. That would have been chocolate surprise for someone. All right, so we've got 1/3 cup of oil. That just pops straight into there. And you're supposed to use a cup of lemonade. Now, I forgot to get lemonade, didn't I? However, I do have some Pepsi Max. And I'm going to grab, you can use Coke, I've used Coke before, Pepsi Max, lemonade. We're just going to do a cup of that straight into there. Now, I used to do this at in-home Tupperware parties all the time. It was so simple. What you do is you grab your Tupperware spatula, and I'd always grab the youngest person in the room and say, here, come and help, grab a spatula. You mix it up until you can't see any powder or any egg, okay? So, just mix that up. I love the Tupperware spatula. Can you see how it's straight on one side and curved on the other? So this acts like a blade for when you are folding things through, and because it's curved, it's going to follow, I don't know if you can see that, it'll follow the same line as the bowl around. So it really does make life so much easier. So we just mix that up. Mix that up in there. Too easy. You can't over mix. It's really simple. You just fold that straight through. Really easy to do. Now if you wanted to, you could use one of the other utensils. I find the spatula is perfect. Now, with the Tupperware silicone, make sure you wash it with hot soapy water before each use. That activates the non-stickness to it. Never ever spray them with anything. It doesn't matter which piece of silicone that you're using. The same principle. Never spray them. Never grease them. There's no need to. Wash it with hot soapy water before you use it, and that'll activate the non-stickness. Now, I never dry them. I just shake that off. Shake it off over the sink, and away you go, right? Really, really easy. Grab your packet of Tim Tams. Grab my Tupperware scissors. grab a packet of Tim Tams, and literally, all you're going to do, is just pop them. Can you see here? See here? See how you got it's fluted. Hello to all the flautists out there. This is fluted. So all we're going to do is grab a Tim Tam, and we're going to pop that into each, do you know what I mean? Each little groove. So we're going to do that. We're just going to line them around. So we will... I need a camera so you can see down in here. But you get the idea, right? So we're just going to slide them around. I'm going to pop them into there. There are no rules. There are only guidelines to follow. Okay, so pop them around into there. Okay. Then all we're going to do is just literally... Can you see this? Grab that around into there. Now can you see, look at this, I love this. I'll show you. Can you see that, okay? You're just going to scoop that around. You're going to pour that straight into there. Yum-oh. I always have a few bags of cake mix and pudding mix in my little treat box. And then that way... You see? Now, how easy is that? Look how clean that is. Got to leave something to lick later, right? So, what we'll do is, we will... I don't know if you can see that. See the Tim Tams and the chocolate cake all up the side? All you literally have to do now is, I grab a plate and I tip that upside down, because I want it up a little bit, okay? A microwave safe plate. And then all I'm going to do is just pop that straight on the top there. Oh, we're going to do time cook. 7 minutes. Now, while that's in there... Oh, the cream! Quick, get the cream out of the freezer! Did you know? The colder the cream, the quicker the whip. So when I used to do in-home Tupperware parties, I used to, when I got there, I'd say, right, can we put the cream in the freezer? And they'd go, what, are you crazy? No, the colder the cream, the quicker the whip, right? So what we're going to do is, we are going to, if I can get this open, we will open this up. There we go. Now, you know this is called the Urban Max blender, I think. It's a USB rechargeable blender that is great for all of your protein drinks, your smoothies. You can do a banana blueberry smoothie in here. See how the blade is slightly off-center? That's to create a vortex where the food goes through the blade more often than if it was in the center, right? This here, can you see this? This is where your fill line is. So where it's textured, where the clear and the texture meet, that's your fill line. So you don't need glasses, you just have a look. You can even feel the fill line if you like, right? So we're going to pop that straight into there. This will do your salad dressings, it will do protein drinks, it will do all of your smoothies, and it will also whip cream in a 240-second cycle. So all you have to do is turn this around, right? Now, what you do is, when I first got this, I actually had to phone somebody and say, hey, I think there's something wrong with mine. It doesn't work. They go, no, keep turning it. I'm like, I have turned it. They go, no, keep turning it. I feel like I'm going to break it. That's good. You're doing it the right way, right? So what you do is, when you turn it, see that little notch and that little silver bit has to line up, and then that, I'll show you, then that green light starts to flash. Switch that twice, upside down, that'll go on a 40-second cycle. So it doesn't matter if you're doing banana and blueberry smoothie, avocado and baby spinach, whether you're doing, I don't know, rolled oats with honey, or whatever it is that you're doing, that will do it with you. Once you recharge it, that's good to go for 2 weeks, right? So it does come with a little USB charger, and it also comes with a seal. So you can take that off, take the top piece off, you can pop a seal on there, or you can drink straight out of that. It's entirely up to you, right? So while that's happening, I'm going to melt some Toblerone. So these are my two different options for melting the Toblerone. This comes as a set. It's like the little fish jug, right? The duck jug. So these double as your measuring cup. So you've got all your measurements in millage and cups on one side, millage on the other side. Underneath you've got your tablespoon and your teaspoon, and you've also got millage up the side in there. I'm going to melt some Toblerone. I'm going to pop this on for another 40-second cycle, right? Or if I've got a large quantity of chocolate, I might want to use the large one in there. That's the one that I do my porridge in of a morning, scrambled eggs, broccoli, Brussels sprouts. Can you hear that? That must be done. So when you press the button, that will stop it. Moment of truth. I thought that took 2 full 40-second cycles. No, it only took 1. See, the colder the cream, the quicker the whip. So we'll just pop that straight onto there, right? How awesome is that? Then what we're going to do is grab our Toblerone. Chop the top off. We're just going to grab our Toblerone. Oh, break that up. Now, when Toblerone melts, it actually holds its shape. So don't keep looking in the microwave waiting for it to turn into this beautiful pool. It'll hold its form perfectly. So, and really, you only need to pop it in for 30-second bursts. So I'm just going to pop this into my other microwave. Yes, I have 2 microwaves. Well, because I've got 2 Micro Pro grills and 2 pressure cookers, so why not have 2 microwaves? It only takes like 2 or 3 cents a day to run, right? So we'll just pop this into the other one. And we will just pop that on for 30 seconds, all right? So while that's in there, this has got 2.5 minutes left. While that's in there, let me show you something else. I told you I was going to do Toblerone and cream 2 ways. Shall we do a warm Toblerone ganache or a warm chocolate ganache? I forgot to get 2 Toblerones, so I'm just doing 1 Toblerone for the cold dip. And I've just got a bag of choc melts, and I'll show you how I do that, right? While that's happening in here, this is 30 seconds. That's been on for 30 seconds. That's our Toblerone. I don't know if you can see that in there. Let me just grab a Tupperware spatula. So can you see how it looks? It sort of holds its shape, but when you... Oh, that's because it's not melted. We might put it on for another 30 seconds. Hang on a minute. But it does hold its shape when it melts, all right? So we'll pop it on for another 30 seconds, which is probably too long. So we'll just pop it on for 10 seconds and just double check it. And we'll pull that out. And that... Yum-o, right? So what we're going to do is grab our Eco Plus clear bowl. They take single-use plastic and they treat it, they remove all of the impurities, and they create a circular economy by creating new products out of landfill. Can you believe that? So this is the Eco Plus. They come in a set of 6. I've just got the 610 ml bowl size, and all I'm going to do is grab our chocolate. We will pop that straight into there. Now can you see how you got your straight blade and your curved blade? It doesn't matter what you're getting down in here, it's going to get right in, and it's going to get every last little skerrick of chocolate. I think skerrick is the technical term. So we've got that into there. We've got our cream. Oh. We will... Oh, you know what? We don't even have to use all of that. We can save that. Yum-o. We will just fold that through. Oh, yum. Okay, so we will... Can you imagine if I'd done it like a bigger Toblerone, I could have had that really quite chocolatey, but I only bought 1 Toblerone because I knew I wanted to do it 2 ways to show you, and saves more room for cake. This is pudding day. All right, so there's a little bit of cream into there, right? So what we'll do is, see this leftover cream in here? We can just seal that, and we can pop that into the fridge for tomorrow afternoon lunch. Or dinner, dessert, or whatever, right? How awesome is that? We'll pop that over to here. What we will do is, let's just double check. We'll just pop it in. I couldn't remember if the recipe was 7 minutes or 8 minutes. I think it's 8 minutes. All right, so we'll pop it in for another. We'll pop it in for another minute. You know what I'm like. All right. So we've got that happening there. We've got that happening there. What we're going to do is grab some choc melt. Now this here, these are the alternative storage solution for the pantry. They're brand new. You know, with the traditional Tupperware, you know the modular mates, they've been selling these for 40 years. Some people, some older people and some younger people find the tabs a little challenging. If that's the case, Tupperware is all about choice, right? If that's the case, see these ultra clear? You grab the tab and you peel. It's like a one peel seal. How awesome is that? So you can just pop them straight into there. They are clear. You can pop them in the fridge or the pantry. What we're going to do is we are just going to do about half of that. Pop that straight into there. That's now going to go into the fridge or the pantry. It might be best to keep your chocolate in a container that is in a container that you can't see through the top on. These are gorgeous, aren't they? So that way you're not going to your chocolate's not going to walk out of your pantry, right? So we'll do that. Let's pop this back into here. We'll pull that. Oh, perfect. Look at that. 8 minutes it is, right? So when all microwave cookery, let's take this plate out. With all microwave cookery, let it sit. Everything has to sit because the residual heat in there actually finishes off the cooking process. So let it sit for a few minutes, right? So what we'll do is we will let that sit, right? We've got that those choc melts are going in for 30 seconds. What we'll do is we'll pull them out and we will just let me give this a bit of a wipe. Oh no, hang on, we'll pop that over there. That's all good. We will shut this. Oh, Tupperware down, Tupperware down. All right, we will just give that a bit of a wipe. We'll just give this a rinse. Okay. Then what we're going to do is just giving this a wipe with the Tupperware tea towel, of course. All right, so we will. Oh, not quite. We'll pop that into there. Now, while we're waiting, you spin me right round, baby, right round. It's a spinning tray, right round, round, round. So when you're not using this to decorate a cake, and when you're not using it as your party Susan on the, you know, the dining table, or when you're not using it for all of your barbecue sauce and all of your condiments on your barbecue table outside or whatever, you know what you can use it for? You use it for your 7-minute chocolate or your 8-minute chocolate Tim Tam cake. All you have to do is just do that, and in the middle, just do that and do that. All we're going to do is turn this upside down, Miss Jane. We are going to pop this over straight onto here, flip that upside down. Look how much easier that is, right? We've let it cool in there. That's hardly got anything to clean. Up the side where I scraped the spatula. But look, that just literally just comes straight off because we washed it with hot soapy water before we used it, right? So that's the trick to do. So we've got that into there. While that's happening, let me just attend to this. So this is that's been on for a minute. You just got to keep checking it. We'll pop it on for another 30 seconds. Then while that's cooling, if we wanted to, we've got our cream. Can you see this okay? We've got our cream in here, right? So what we're going to do, if we wanted to, you could then just leave that on the table. People can help themselves. Or you could, once it's totally cool, you can cover that over there. Pop your berries on the top or whatever, right? Or, you know what we might do? We're just going to pop that straight into the middle. This is going to melt. So that way, when we cut it, you just get a little bit of that Toblerone cream at the side there, right? So what we'll do is we'll pop this over to here. Then we've got, this is our chocolate that's melting. Can you see it's slowly getting there? Right? Slowly, slowly. What we'll do is we will just mix that up. Hopefully there'll be enough heat in there. There'll be enough heat in there to finish that melting process. Right? Then literally everyone does this differently, right? We've got our cream. We're just going to pour that whole 300 mils of cream straight in there, and we are going to pop that in. We're going to pop that into the microwave just for another 30 seconds, just to warm through, right? While that's happening, we grab our Tupperware sifter. It's not made of metal, so it will never, ever rust. You've got it's called a sift and store because you can store things in here. You can have 3 or 4 of them. One with icing sugar, one with flour, one with cocoa or whatever, right? You grab your tab, you peel the seal. There's your icing mixture, pure icing mixture, and pure icing sugar rather, gets quite lumpy. So you really do need to sift that through. We've just got a little bit of that into there. We will sift that. Can you see this? As if it wasn't sweet enough, right? Now, how cool is that? Remember, when you're sifting the cake, sift the plate too, because you'll have more fun. But look at this, right? How awesome is that? There's our cake with our Toblerone cream in the middle. We can then grab any of our Tupperware non-stick utensils. I like the pastry server with the blades up the side. Or you've got your egg flip, which also has a straight side on this side and curved, so it doesn't matter if you're left-handed or right-handed, it's going to fit, right? So you can pop that into there. You might want to grab your zester, and you might want to grab some chocolate or some lemon rind, pop some lemon rind over there, not a problem. Or what you might want to do is, we've got our Toblerone Ganache. We are just going to, I love it because what you do is you press it against the side and that helps run it all together, right? So that's like your warm, it's like a warm cream. You get the idea, don't you? And what we'll do is, we will just pop that in for another 30 seconds, I reckon. And while that's in there, you know what we're going to do? Oh my goodness, I found all these berries. We have got raspberries. Let's pop these. We'll pop just a few in the middle. A few little raspberries in the middle, right? Then what we're going to do is pop the leftovers in our Vent Smart container. And they, in my fridge, woo! Oh, that one. In my fridge, they'll last for about 2 weeks, right? So there we've got our raspberries. I found some blueberries in the fridge. We'll throw in some blueberries into there as well, right? Then what we're going to do is, oh, you know what I need to do? Oh, no, I can't do that. All right, so here we go. How cool is that? Beautiful, beautiful. We're going to just pour that around the outside. You can stick that on the table and people can help themselves. You just grab your, you know, your Tupperware ladle. You grab your Tupperware ladle and you just pop that straight into there. Madly looking for mine, I think it's in the sink. Pop that straight into there and that's it there. But wait, there's more. You know what you do? We've got some. I found some blackberries. Let's throw some blackberries onto there as well, all right? And check these out. Check out these strawberries. How amazing are these? So all I'm going to do is just flan. We're going to flan those strawberries out. How awesome is that? Grab our Tupperware knife that's got the point on the end. It makes it very easy to do. We'll just pop a few of them around the outside. All the strawberries go around the outside, round the outside, round the outside. We'll just do that. And we will, if you want to, throw in a few more there. And we will just, you get the idea. How awesome is this? There's our flan strawberry. We will just flan that out. Oops. Pop that on the top there. How awesome is that? Then when you slice it, you've got your melted Tim Tam on the inside in there as well. Absolutely beauty. We've got our Toblerone Ganache on the side. We've got our Toblerone cream on the middle with some leftovers. We've got some leftover cream for tomorrow. How amazing is that? Happy birthday Tupperware for next year. If you've got any questions or suggestions, I can't wait to have a piece of this. This is going to be delicious. When you have an online Tupperware party, you can choose anything out of the full price collection for 70% off. Why not go for one of those? How awesome is that? If you've got any questions or suggestions, please sing out. I'm now going to have, I got my spine and I'll have a sugar rush. Forget your troubles and get happy. Dance your cares away. Shout out and get happy. I'll see you all another day. Thank you all for watching, everybody. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.